splashy new graphic novel highlights an issue in the Black community that often goes unnoticed. Learning to Swim. The book is an entertaining and uplifting story for young readers while addressing long-standing issues of race and class. New York Times best-selling graphic novelist Johnny Christmas joins us to talk about his new book, Swim Team. Welcome, Johnny.
Thank you, Desiree, for having me.
Yeah, we're happy to have you on this morning. And Johnny, tell our viewers the synopsis of your new novel.
So, Swim Team is about Bree. She's a young girl who moves to a new town that's swim crazy. You know, they love swimming in this town, but Bree has a secret. She doesn't know how to swim. So she starts avoiding her elective of Swim 101 to avoid this pool. And one day, accidentally, she falls into a pool. She's saved by Miss Etta, a neighbor who we find out later is actually a captain of her school swim team when she was a young person, when she was Bree's age. She starts teaching Bree how to swim. Bree starts getting comfortable with the pool. Bree starts getting really good at swimming. She actually becomes really good. She joins her school swim team, and then we start getting the combination of the lessons of team sport. Learning to win gracefully, lose gracefully, gelling as a team inside and outside of the pool, and the lessons of trying and trying and trying again, and getting better every time.
Yeah, and in addition to being an entertaining and uplifting story for young readers, this book also spotlights one issue that often goes unnoticed in the Black community: learning to swim. Why was it important for you to address this in your novel?
Sure. When I was 5 years old, I fell into a swimming pool and I almost drowned. And I thought it was and it created kind of a uncomfortability around pools and water for me that still to this day is still with me. I've taken swim classes since then and I'm functional in a pool, but that's always sat with me. And so when I was working on this story, I started talking to friends about Bree's story and my story, and they would tell me that this was their story too, that this had happened to them or someone that they knew. And that's when you look back on it, and then I realized when I was 5 years old, I didn't build swimming pools. I didn't have control of like where they were put and who had access to them. And even though like at 5, I took it as a personal failing. It was something that I thought was my fault, but it was actually something that was larger than me. So these issues of when segregation was put in place around public swimming access, it created a situation where folks who kind of broke up the interconnectivity of a swimming culture.
Yeah.
And parents who don't know how to swim are less likely to have children who know how to swim because it's a lesson that's passed on. It's a lesson that's taught. So with lack of access, you get these issues where Black youngsters are 8 times more likely to drown in a swimming pool than their white friends are. And that's down to just lack of access. It's a mechanical function. You don't even remember when you learned to walk because you started so early and you had so much access to it. But if you have that early and often access with a safe environment, with proper instruction with swimming, that too can be something that's just another natural, wonderful part of your life that you can enjoy.
Yeah, it's such an important topic that you're covering in your new graphic novel. And what do you hope young readers take away from your book?
I hope that they learn that you don't have to be great at something right off the bat. You just try it and try it and try it again and get more and more comfortable with it and make it your own. You don't have to be the best singer in the world. You just have to be, you can make it your own. You don't have to be the best swimmer in the world. It could just be your own personal thing that you get better at. And to, for young readers to know that if they may not feel comfortable around a pool now, if they took swim lessons and they had regular access to a pool, that they would get better at it. It's not something that's permanent. It's not something that's inherent. It's just a matter of access. So I hope that we can at a larger issue get more access to our young people to have that as part of their lives.
Yeah, well, I think it's a great story that you're covering in your book, Johnny. Thank you so much for joining us this morning and telling us about it. Swim Team is available wherever books are sold.